Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
Hi, this is Stan Lee.
What's going on there, mate?
Alright,
Bucket.
Actually being a character in the amazing
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size.
My Spidey sense is tingling.
Oh no, what's the problem?
Oh, hang on. No, it's just my phone buzzing.
Unbelievable.
So, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. You've seen the film, you've been slightly disappointed by the film. What can the game do to remedy this? Well, the game doesn't follow the film at all, really. It is inspired by the film, but it's set in its own continuity, where none of the characters look like they do on the film, and the stars didn't show up to do the voices either. But no matter, we'll let that pass and judge the game on its own merits and mishaps.
Starting with a memorable scene from the first movie, the game immediately puts you on the case of solving Uncle Ben's murder,
Spoilers!
by swinging through New York City looking for clues, taking down gangs and solving puzzles. You'll be spending a lot of time swinging through the skyscrapers of the city, and the swinging mechanic has changed a little since the previous games. You now control your left and right web shooters independently, and whilst this can sometimes lead to face planting a building full on, it is something you get better at doing the more you play. There's also Web Rush, which lets you fly point to point by hitting a shoulder button, speeding things up considerably.
It has to be said there are only a handful of major missions, and some of those involve just going to characters' houses, taking pictures of their belongings and talking to them for a bit. Okay, it moves the story along, but they give the game little sense of pace or urgency.
Now that's a keeper.
As well as the main missions, there are plenty of side missions to play too, including races, which sees you trying to swing through coloured rings against the clock, photo missions, where you go somewhere and take a picture, and car chases, where you'll have to catch up to a getaway vehicle and rescue the innocent hostage within.
You'll also have to rescue civilians from burning buildings against some pretty tight time limits, and stop gang members getting away with petty crimes on the city streets.
Repetition kicks in on these side missions very quickly. It wouldn't be so bad if you could just walk away and ignore them, but you have to keep doing them. This game introduces a hero/menace bar, much like the karma system in Infamous, whereby you must complete good deeds to be considered a hero. Fail to do so and the bar drops into menace territory, meaning the police and, later, task force units start shooting at you. This makes already arduous cross-city trips an absolute ball ache. Sometimes the game will drop you all the way down to full menace territory too for the sake of the story and make you work your way back up again. Annoying and not needed.
video game. Oh boy, much obliged, Spidey.
Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he
Completing missions rewards you with XP, which you can upgrade your Spidey suit, whether it be swinging faster through the streets, improving your Spidey sense abilities, or learning new combat skills, amongst other options. You'll also occasionally find XP scattered throughout the game world, so look everywhere.
The gameplay itself is solid, and it certainly isn't glitchy or broken. It just feels a little without flavour, style or panache. The game world is passable, but it would take a GTA-sized budget to convincingly populate a city of this size. Which probably also explains why the graphics are just average. It certainly doesn't look anything like next gen on the PS4, which is the version we're testing.
Filling out the experience are collectibles scattered throughout the city. There are 300 comic book pages to find, for example, which will unlock comics in the comic stand, a shop manned by none other than Stan Lee himself, which is a nice touch. Here you can also view concept art and practice your combat skills on the fighting game cabinet at the back.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 does little to sway the opinion that movie tie-ins just don't come up to scratch. A slightly too sparse world, often arduous world traversal and repetitive missions ultimately do little to impress. But I don't want to be too down on this, because after a little while I came to accept the flaws of the game and actually started to enjoy playing it for what it is. It's not brilliant, and there is so much to be done to make the sequel truly shine, but at the end of the day it's nothing less than a distinctly average game. Nothing more, but nothing less either, and certainly not a spider sham.
In the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video.
in the chill of night at the scene of a crime like a streak of light?
Hey, I wonder if Spider-Man has a website.
Oh wow. What? No. No.